my big future and I'm late at night. My eldest brother got a new widow. Age 38 or 39 years I read in the university. I will tell you what the people say about the future doc in my body, and sometimes I want to cuddle my own. So one day I met a friend and I knew my friend well, and when my friend told me to enjoy my future, I could not make my friend. There was no one else to tell her that she knew well without me. He told me whether I have a future or I have no idea. All our responsibilities are his responsibility. Just let me make a future of sleeping in the future. So, he said that I will be happy with your future at all times. And while my brother was alive, I proposed to my future husband, but the future rejected the offer. Bubby was working in the house at noon. Predictably hot, no one was in the future room, but thought it was open. I wondered if the future of the panties would not fall in the house. Afterwards, Sorian blouse also dropped off in the summer. The breast should be kept in the right shape, and for whatever reason the bra was less than the female. I could see the nude body of the prophet from behind. However, no special organ was noticed from behind. Suddenly, the future was a little bit of a thing to take, and at the same time, with the full length of the huge hip, I saw the person's lower limbs and anus. I picked up a few pictures of this special place of Patriot with my mobile camera. Whenever she wanted to go, she gave up the body of her mother, and she was able to fulfill the irritation of Maggie. But I am confused myself with a lot of thought. I was 22 years old. You can understand why youth waking irritation is so bad. But I thought of not doing anything before myself. Rather, I decided to defeat the girl's chastity with my friend. The friend had the desire to adore both the ass's ass and the vagina. I decided to fill that objection. The friend asked Bobby to bring him to his garden. I used to drink sleeping medicine at midday on that day and mixed with food. Sister sleep without knowledge afternoon in the afternoon. At least 3 hours of sleep was not given as medicine. I started my work by lying on my bed, and after that, I opened all the clothes of the mother and took her full length. Mom took a long time in front of me and I moaned a lot of fun. The head of the lonka was rubbed with the head of the head and rubbed the knot and hit the house. After that, we jumped with jibbing around the breast and the bout. In the ass and pussy of the mom, with a little finger cunt and put hand. I had a lot of desire to kill the girl. So a lot of time to get rid of the head of the poison in the poison. Much more of the mom's nude body grunted and grunted on the breast of the mother, lovingly made fun of me. The future is full of unconscious sleep. I could not find anything. With the towel, I cleaned the semen in the mother's body. After that, I used to wear a special transparent white-colored bra and panty made by my friend. The car is about to be sent in a little bit. I used to have this opportunity in my own work. This is the turn of the future to hand over Bobby to the friend. When the friend of the friend reached home, I was still asleep as late as possible. In her bra panty, she looked like a baby. We're wishing to give birth to cuddles. After a while, friend bedroom scene. The bedroom bed embraces the ladder and the friend is moving from behind. She removed her panty pants and threw her big cock into her pussy, and the soft big breasts of her mom are pounding like a man's nipples, and her soft hands touched her hand. The future was shouting the joy of lapping. The way the future came here forgot the question, and the joy of that moment was giving more importance to the future. After being naked, he surrendered to the other person. Enjoying the future without any interference, the cage was made. The friend exuded emancipation in the cuddle of due date, and she was very satisfied with her emotions. At the end, they celebrated Chandler's very momentous shouting like the 3-5 photo of madness. They exchanged sperms and retired for a short while. Then the friend got up and filled the glass with a glass of water. The friend himself also asked him to eat and said, the future glass gave a sip. His grey macula was still left. The friend told Bobby that he was drowned in the water and licked his cheek. Like her predecessor, her grown sex began to sink in the water and laugh. The future started to cheer on the friend's lick. After that she inserted her pussy into her pussy. This time, she started making a big bang and she started licking pussy from the floor. Great scene as if looking at the heroine of a 3X movie. They have long been able to take a long time. After a long time, the friend again spit on the future. But this time the girl is not fisted. Rather, on the face of the mother and the breast. All the sperm of the future friend cleanses the litter. The friend's car reached Bobby at night. The future did not ask him anymore. After a long time, Satya lied to the great satisfaction. Since then, I did not want to leave him again. She came to herself and got her pussy cuted. Unable to stop, the friend was able to give her great satisfaction. And he also offered many gifts to the future, besides the cash. So, I did not object to going forward. By ignoring the prohibition of the mother, she sometimes came home and she came to her home. The girls knew and the crib killed her in her own bedroom. One day I came back home while I was in the house. I hear the voice of the girl from the room but keep silent. I feel like I did not know anything. The friend thanked me for giving me the freedom to enjoy the future. My new friend added a new dimension to the sweetheart. He was enjoying the future alone. This time she wanted to make her a double penitentiary with a close friend of her. She asked for my permission. It is his responsibility to convince him. I hesitated at first, but he gave me 5,000 taka in cash and I did not object to it. I told him that if he wanted, he could cuddle his sister in the house with his friend. The friend was happy with my charity. The boy had become accustomed to being a lover for a long time. This was the first time in front of a second person to show herself naked and to enjoy the secret places of her body. She began to feel herself as a prostitute for the first time. Even after the future shame, he did not object to displaying his lower position in front of her friend's friend. By touching the person's bottom, she opened the panties and exposed her pussy to show her friend. The friend praised the mother's body and youth. The friend handed his breast to the victim. The hand shaped the nipple's face with his friend showed his friend. She opened all of her and asked to be absolutely langata. The future, except for his little bra, took off all the clothes. There was nothing but a high heels sandal and a bra in the study of the mother. The friend asked him to sit on the table and show his cunt and pose it to his friend. She sat in the table like a future bearer and showed her pussy and showed her pussy. The friend of a friend never thought that such a beautiful sex would be a woman's wife. Both buns have suffered many girls' bodies but they did not even dream in such a beautiful body and pussy cunt. She was shaking her pussy and tearing her pussy to death. Friend madly moaned to make me crazy. I was crazy. Although the breast of the breast becomes a pain, her chin and kiss did not stop the breast of the breast. She was moaning the mother's breast to eat just to eat her mouth and eat it. On the other hand, the friend was fond of the mother fondling the juice of her juice was fun. She was having fun and the long cunt of long and wide lace of the lady. Occasionally he was able to get his finger inside and he was fond of him.